they may have another process to assist suicide.
The Healthcare Advance Directive. Dignitas, to live with dignity, to die with dignity, is a Swiss non-profit member society founded over 20 years ago. Our main focus is providing information for people who contact us to empower them to make decisions for their life and their end of life. And we do that by advisory work on palliative care, suicide attempt prevention, advanced healthcare planning, and end-of-life choices, which is assisted dying, or as we call it here in Switzerland, assisted accompanied suicide. The very founding reason of Dignitas, to live with dignity, to die with dignity, actually was not only to focus on this assisted accompanied suicide, but also to focus on reducing the number of risky, lonely suicide attempts. By lonely suicide, that there are 10, 20, up to 50 times more people who attempt, who try, and fail. The approach is, we don't make a taboo. People can contact us and they can talk openly about their problems, the medical situations, the frustration in life that they maybe have, whatever has happened to them. So whether it's emotional suffering or physical suffering. They can talk with us and they can say, I want to die. And then we say, okay, it's your right to die. Let's talk about it, whether there are maybe solutions to improve the quality of life so that the person finds a way to continue with the life. In the year 2006, the Swiss Federal Supreme Court decided that people who do not lack mental capacity, people who are mentally competent, have the right to decide on time and manner of their own end in life. So there is a right to die. They also said that this right extends to people with psychiatric illness. And as soon as you have a human right, you cannot say terminally ill people have this right, but somebody who is not so much ill does not have this right. It would be a discrimination. The person with a psychiatric illness has to see a psychiatrist. There's a special assessment which has to take place. So a lot of investigative work into the specific case. The most important thing is the medical history and the personal history. What is the illness? How many years is he or she suffering? What treatments has he tried? What medication? What surgery? What is the situation today? What was the situation 2 years ago? Has he tried treatments to get better or not? Switzerland is a country which bases very much on autonomy, individuality, and self-responsibility. I mean, with assisted suicide, you have to do all the work to get to the goal. You have to do everything yourself. Even taking the lethal medication, you have to drink it yourself. You cannot ask the doctor to make an injection. That's prohibited. You can ask Dignitas for help. Dignitas asks the Swiss doctor for help, to support you, to accompany you, your family, but the actual action and the steps towards to that action, you have to do yourself. If somebody is really totally cannot move at all, then with the assisted suicide it gets very complicated. So in these cases it might be good to have a voluntary euthanasia, so that the doctor can make the injection on the request of the patient. If a country allows for assisted suicide, it is absolutely clear that at the same time palliative care must be also good and public health must be good as well. It goes together. It is the obligation of each country, of the politicians in each country, to make sure that the people, the entire public, gets the maximum and the best medical treatment that they can get. Actually, in all countries, as far as I can see, in all countries which have end-of-life choice, like assisted suicide or voluntary euthanasia, the palliative care and also the public health is very, very good. That statement that the family is more traumatized after an assisted death is not true. The reality is that some of the families were traumatized by the authorities, by actually itself, but the police appearing, the state prosecution, misbehavior on that side. It is very important to prepare family and friends for all this. And because if they don't have time to prepare for it, then they could be traumatized. They shall be part of the procedure. They shall accompany you on this journey, the step-by-step journey until the last moment. This is why we call it accompanied suicide and not assisted suicide. Yes, it should not be that a Korean person has to call Dignitas and to come here. A Korean person should have the possibility to talk with his doctor about all the end-of-life options and receive help, may it be with palliative care, terminal sedation, passive euthanasia, and also may it be, of course, with assisted suicide, maybe even voluntary euthanasia. That's for the Korean people to decide whether they want that or not. But Korean people should have the same choices, the same possibilities like a Swiss person. We are sometimes making jokes and saying we are working to disappear. I work to get redundant, to close down. I'm working to lose my job, actually. But it's the reality. That's the philosophy behind it.